So there's been this developing water crisis out in Flint, Michigan. It's been all over the news. Contaminated water for every resident out there, and it's making it just everyday stuff is now impossible unless you have bottled water. A lot of people coming to the aid of Flint, including some local North Dakota University students. Hashtag ND4Flint. It started just a few days ago, and it's a pretty amazing thing. The founder of it, Colt, is on the phone with me today. Colt, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. It's been a wild few days, but I'm doing great, thanks.
So how did ND4Flint even start for you? Like, where did the whole concept of making the drive from here to Flint with water and donations even start?
I've been following the Flint, Michigan water crisis for a while. It's been it's been a long, ongoing issue that they've had. And I had come across an article a couple weeks ago. I'm a big NBA fan, and I saw an article that former Detroit Pistons player Rasheed Wallace had actually driven 700 miles from North Carolina up to Flint with a truck filled with water. And so as soon as I read that article, the idea just popped in my head. I was like, well, I might not be able to do it to that scale, but I think I can do something like that, and so it was in the back of my mind for a while, and I woke up this past Monday morning, and the idea just came to my head again, and I just decided, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to do it. It might just be just me and my vehicle, but I'll take the trek up there and kind of just let them know that, yeah, people are out there supporting them. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, well, it's going to be a 16-hour drive. It'd be nice to have somebody to come along with. I don't want to load up the entire car, with people, because then you're using up all the cargo on people instead of water. I was like, if I can get one person to go with, that'd be awesome. So I ended up calling my buddy that goes to Dickinson State University, and I had asked him. I told him what I was doing, and I was like, yeah, do you want to ride along? There was just a short little pause over the phone, and I think I'll fill up my car too, and we'll take mine also. And so I kind of was like, oh, well, that's awesome. Like, why not? Yeah. And so he's like, you should talk to another buddy of ours. We all graduated from Kildare High School over in the Dickinson area. And he's like, you should call him and see if he wants to do it too. So I gave him a call, and it was the exact same thing. I didn't ask him to do it. I just said, yeah, do you want to ride along? And pause over the phone again, and he's like, I think I'll drive my vehicle, and we can fill it up with water too. So then at that point, I kind of realized, okay, maybe I'm onto something. Maybe this can get bigger than just us three, Just in these past couple of days, it's kind of spiraled into this big social movement now, because originally I was like, well, I like using Twitter and social media and stuff, so I'll just make a hashtag so that my friends can follow along with my journey, and it'll keep me preoccupied if I have to go by myself. But then once we started getting more people involved, we're like, yeah, let's use this and let's blow it up on social media. So,
and that's exactly how I found you, was via the hashtag ND4Flint. So in the matter of 24 hours, it went from an idea in your head to 3 people that I know about from 3 different universities, all inside the state, taking their cars from North Dakota to Flint filled with water.
Yeah, and even now it's turned into 5 people, 4 vehicles. We have 3 people now up at UND that are joining the groups. If anyone else, I know it's really last minute, but if anyone else wants to join along, we're more than willing to add to the convoy. So. And
that convoy you plan on leaving Fargo later today, right? You got to stop in Fargo, and everybody's going to meet up there, and then you're taking off from there?
Yep, that's the plan. We got a couple more interviews in Fargo, actually, that just kind of came up today that we'll be doing this afternoon, and then we'll be hitting the road and seeing how far we can get before we get tired, and then we'll crash out for a couple hours and then make the rest of the trek tomorrow.
Now that GoFundMe page, I'm looking at it right now, and currently you've got $350 some odd in donations. You were hoping for 1,000. Let's say this goes viral the way that you really want it to, and I'm hoping to help with that. What would you love to see that total on that GoFundMe page become?
Well, to be completely honest with you, that GoFundMe page was just kind of made as an informative site so we can get people to at least read our story. I just put the $1,000 mark up there just because, I don't know, it just looked like a good round number to put it at. But yeah, so I had no idea that we'd even get $300, let alone whatever we're at now.
It's absolutely amazing. A couple of broke college students funding their own trip out there, and just it's been amazing to see what you guys have even started just in the short amount of time. If anybody wants to follow along, hashtag ND4Flint on Twitter and Facebook, or they've got a Facebook page, facebook.com/ND4Flint, and that GoFundMe page also. We'll get all of this on our website, hot975fm.com, as well as over on our Facebook page, so you can follow along all weekend and see if we can't make that total blow up. So you're making the trip this weekend. Monday, you plan on you're going to be back at in the dorms in Jamestown, or are you planning on spending any time out there?
Actually, that's a great question, because we are kind of crunched for time, because, all of us skipping a day and a half of class already, so we don't want to try to skip Monday as well. But yeah, if we have any time out there, I know we're really hoping to volunteer somewhere, and my friend from Dickinson, Justin Dolachek, he actually brought an article to our attention that now that they have all these bottles of water, they're becoming faced with an issue of what to do with all these empty bottles now. So I know that when we get out there, that's something that we're going to look to help out with, is taking these bottles to recycling centers, and hopefully we can find something to do out there in the short time that we have. But yeah, it's more or less just to let people know that we're making the trip out there to show everyone else that they have our moral support and we're here for them, and we're sorry we haven't come sooner, but we'll be there soon. So
we look forward to following along with the journey. ND4Flint on Facebook and GoFundMe, hashtag ND4Flint across Twitter. Keep up with what they're doing this weekend. Donate if you can. Colt, such an amazing story. We look forward to seeing what you can get done.
Yeah, thank you so much for helping us out with our cause.